Okay. Hello everyone. Good evening. Thank you for the joining today webinar on the integrated BIM workflow, from design and coordination to project delivery, and helping team work efficiently to reduce the errors and improve overall project outcomes. And before starting our session, I need to give the introduction about our platform, that is the Bhavanam C2C. Bhavanam C2C stands for the Bhavanam Consultancy to Construction. Bhavanam is a dedicated platform created to empower civil engineer students and transfer them into the industry ready professional. And our goal is to our goal is to bridge the gap between the academic learning and real time engineers practical practical work by providing the civil construction and designing softwares like AutoCAD, Revit, ETAP, Start Pro, and many more softwares. And the Mr. Srinivas Reddy Bhavanam is the founder and the CEO of the Bhavanam C2C. And is the main intention is to help the students community and mold the civil engineers from to the real time civil professionals. And it's my pleasure to introduce our instructor, Mr. Sandeep Reddy sir, who has the 10 plus years of experience in technical solutions specialist and MTech in structural engineering. Over to you, sir.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you very much. Yeah, I hope everybody can able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. So let's start slowly. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Sandeep Reddy. So I am a technical solution specialist at a Microgenesis, having a 10 plus years experience almost. So the purpose of this today's webinar is all about giving the exposure of the BIM workflows. Generally, we have this understanding called BIM is just a software. No, it's not at all. So BIM is just a process, right? So here in this process, we'll be able to see a number of tools or number of workflows, all these things, right? So today I'll be demonstrating you on how these workflows are there, and how can we communicate the information to all the members involved in the project and so on, right? So let's not waste any more time. So I'll be walking you through all the integrated BIM workflows. The main focus is on how design and the coordination delivery are connected using the Autodesk Revit and other Autodesk ecosystem solutions. Okay, this session is not only about the software, it's about how the projects are actually delivered in the real world. So that you will be having the understanding of like how the projects are going on and how to manage the complexity and the reduction of risk and improving the decision making in the project life cycle using the BIM concepts, right? So let us move further. Yeah. So I'll quickly set up your expectations today on what are the topics that we are going to discuss today. So in today's session, we will start with a quick understanding of what is BIM first, the brief introduction about the BIM and all, and then we will dive into what is the integrated BIM workflow of the project. Like if you will take a sample example and explain all the workflows properly, right? Now then we'll jump on to the next phase of the workflow is called design phase, right? And also the coordination and delivery phase. So we'll be discussing all these things in coming slides. Yeah. So as you can see here, many of us having this doubt that just a moment. Yeah. So many of us are having a doubt that BIM is just a software. No, BIM is nothing but it is a workflow. Generally, the standard definition of the BIM is like it's a building information modeling. Okay, it is not just a 3D modeling anymore. Like as you can see in the screenshot, if you want, I'll try to play it again Okay, you can just you see there are four phases it is revolving around: planning phase, design phase, build phase, and operate phase. Okay, we cannot perform everything with one tool, right? Right. So this BIM is an ecosystem. Right? BIM is a workflow system where it will help us to 3D model will help us to give the idea about how to handle the data, how to arrange the information, and how to use the information in all the workflow steps. Right. So every element you see in the BIM model, let's say any BIM model, right? Maybe the structure, maybe the architecture, or maybe any kind of other thing, right? So maybe the wall, maybe the beam, maybe the duct, or maybe the door, any kind of this thing. So it will have the intelligent information, right? Intelligent information means maybe the materials, dimensions, cost, performance. So instead of working with the drawings, so we actually work with the data, right? So that is so this data will be applied to the 3D model. Right. So we actually working with a data rich building elements. So that is actually BIM. So building the information model. Okay. Building the information model. Like how much information you are feeding into the 3D model, then how accurate we can take the information from the model that help us to take the project workflows further. So today we'll be discussing the basic idea of what is this digital representation of the building with respect to the example workflow. Then how can we use this geometry data, all the processes that are involved in the BIM, right? So, generally, you might be getting a question that nowadays everything going perfect, and there are some difficulties, but all of a sudden there is no requirement of changing anything, right? So why we need to change to BIM and so on, right? Why? Because there are some challenges in the BIM, but before that, what is the need of getting this BIM into our projects? So basically, there is a stat that is saying that globally, the construction industry is under massive pressure. That means, let's say, for example, every day around 2 lakh people are added into the cities, right? So all over world, I'm talking about. Okay, 2 lakh people. So why? Because of the fast urbanization happening around the globe across the different countries. So every day, 2 lakh new people are adding into the cities. That means like if the people are more, the necessity is more, the requirements will be more. The what do you call this? You need a requirement of residence, commercials, all these things, right? Nearly 1,300 buildings are constructed. Uh, so nearly 13,000 buildings are added to the industry now every day. So this level of growth cannot be managed with a conventional, whatever the traditional workflows we are following with the 2D workflows and all, like using the all the things, right? So that is the reason the industry needs a digital connected and a scalable process, right? So the scalable process means in this scalable process, the BIM is having advantage to scale up this process, right? BIM is having a critical role to play here. So that is the reason there is a requirement of BIM in the current industry. Why? Because we are running under a lot of pressures on the side. I think you might be having, like, let's say if you're working on the side or the mega project, let's say, so you might be facing some of the difficulties on the site, like with the traditional workflows, right? So the next thing, why we need. So as of now, we understood that in addition to the earlier discussion, why we need the BIM here. So the main reason of the BIM to adopt this in this current industry is it gives us a better coordination. That means all the people get connected to one standard information, right? So this BIM workflow gives us that facility, right? So if you have one source of information, one true information about the project, so that we can have the faster design changes. If any changes has to be made, or if any changes has to be done on the site or the design, anything. So it is very easy. Why? Because everybody is having the same information, right? So this will also reduce the rework, right? This will also reduce the rework on the side. Why? Because post the side, obviously, we need to remove it and work on it, right? So it reduces a lot of work on the side. So with the increasing the projects, that are having a lot of complexity. You might be seeing in the Hyderabad or anywhere in the world, like 40 floors, 50 floors of the building, uh, 2000 crores, 3000 crores of roadworks are happening, right? So whenever the scale of the construction is increasing, the complexity also, difficulties also will get increased, right? So that if the complexity is increasing, obviously we need to involve lot of people to work together, right? So this BIM act as a single source of truth, okay? So that can handle the time, cost, everything, okay? And also it can connect everyone on the same platform, right? So these are the reasons, that industries are facing right now, and with the same reasons we need to adopt the BIM also, right? Now let us jump into what really is. We have talked about why it is required and what are the stats and all. Right now, let us jump into the what is BIM actually and what are the workflow it is following right now. Right. So let's say you can see on the screen that let me take it. Yeah, you can see on the screen that there are four phases of the project life cycle. Project life cycle means when it is starting on the paper to hand over it into the owner or the client, right? So planning stage, design stage, build stage, and operate stage. So there are four stages of this project life cycle. In each and every stage, okay, in each and every stage, there is a purpose of this documentation. There is a purpose of the uh, information required. So we can adopt the BIM, not only limited to plan, not only limited to design and any other thing. So we can adopt the BIM as a workflow by covering all these four stages of the project. Any project, maybe the road, maybe the building, or maybe any kind of thing. Okay, first let us start with the planning stage where we do all the basic planning of developing 2D and all these things. Then the next one, we design the 3D model, we design all the structural capability of the elements and so on. Right, once these two stages are done, then we'll go on to the construction, the phase like we raise the structure on the ground. Then when the structure work is completed, all architecture, all MEP, plumbing, everything is completed, then we will hand over the model, when we will hand over the project to the client, and then they'll take over. Then there is a operational phase, how they are operating the building, right? So BIM is not limited to a design, BIM is not limited to a planning. It spans the entire project life cycle. Okay, so the same model that starts in the planning stage, okay, continues to evolve, continues to change in the later stage, in the design, build, and operate stage. So later it will be most useful for the construction planning and facility management people. Facility management means like whoever the construction is. Once the construction process is done, hand over the project to the client, then they'll take it to the facility management people. So they'll hand over the security, all the maintenance of the building, right? That is called facility management. So this construction workflow information generally makes the BIM extremely powerful. Why? Because throughout the process, we record every stage of the work. Okay, we will get into that, all the details. You can see what are the activities that are involved in each and every stage. If you see the planning stage, design stage, build stage, and other operate stage. Let's say in the planning stage, you can see the capital planning, existing condition collection, and so on. Like if you design side, conceptual design, preliminary design, detailed design, the final design, all these stages will be there in the design stage. Once the everything is done, then we'll jump on to the next stage is called the build stage, where the pre-construction work will start accumulating all the manpower, material, all the resources, everything in the pre-construction. Once those things are accumulated on the site, the properly done on the site, then we go for the construction. Then we will deliver, we will hand over the building, or we will hand over the project to the concerned parties. Then they'll take it to the next stage called operate stage. So these many phases are there, right? So when we talk about this BIM at scale, we generally refer to it as a digital twin. Let's say why? Because digital twin is something else, like a live digital representation of the physical asset. That means, let's say, for example, in Hyderabad, there is a building. Okay, and in the Revit, in the 3D model, we have one a digital representation of the same building. So we have the 3D model, we have the physical model, right, on the ground. That means when we merge these two, that means if what are the changes are happening on the building which is on the surface, and then that data can be synced to that data can be connected to the digital model. This we call it as a digital twin. Okay, digital twin. So this is little advanced topic, but if you follow up this BIM process properly, then it can take us to the digital twin stage also. So that as the project moves from the concept design and detailed design and the construction, and this model becomes more and more accurate. Let's say we have developed some sort of drawings in the planning stage, then we'll refine the drawings in the second stage, that is called design stage, right? So we will refine all the drawings, like if any changes are required or something to be added, something to be removed. So we do it everything in the design process. And then once the documentation is done, we proceed with the documentation on the site, right? So as we are proceeding on the site, there might be some suggestions to change the a particular aspect of the building, particular element of the building, right? So this model becomes more and more accurate and having more data. So eventually, it supports the operations and maintenance. That is called, you can see the last one. So BIM is not just for the engineers. Okay, it supports the entire asset life cycle, entire project life cycle, I can say. If you treat the project as an asset, then it supports the entire life cycle. It supports the planning, it supports the design, build and operate everything. So all discipline kind of persons will involved in these four stages of workflows, right? And if you see what are the BIM capabilities, I'll take you to this uh, slide. These are the advantages. Okay, so I'll explain about this BIM capabilities after the completion of this presentation. Why? Because you will be understanding all these things once this discussion is completed. Okay, you can relate to all these things, right? So as of now, I'm skipping this eighth slide. So we'll move on to the next thing, right? So going forward in the discussion, here we need to add something to the workflows. That means if you want to design something, if you want to plan something, if you want to construct something, you need a tool, right? You need a solution to it. So maybe the software, or maybe the machinery, maybe some other kind of resources you need, right? So to proceed with the BIM workflow, starting from the planning stage, design stage, construction stage, and operate stage. So we need to start aligning the tools, or we can call it as a solutions. Okay. So to enable this workflow, this Autodesk generally, I'm taking the example of Autodesk today. So in other companies also having the complete BIM workflow, but as of now, today we are limiting to Autodesk a tool set. Okay, so this Autodesk provides a connected set of tools. Okay, connected set of tools which is having the specific purpose to serve. Like we have seen the planning stage, all the four stages, right? Planning, design, construction, and operate. Right. So in each and every stage, there is a solution to which help us to going forward. Okay, so each why it is very important is it is not an individual tool, so one cannot create entire workflow. We should integrate everything with each other. Let's say I am the designer, somebody is architect, somebody is a safety engineer, something. Okay, we have to come to one line and act accordingly, so we can integrate each and every work to support this BIM process. So let us take the first solution that is offering from Autodesk. Is like everybody know this tool since they are started studying about the civil engineering, right? AutoCAD. So AutoCAD is still a widely used industry software, which is mainly used for the 2D drafting and detailing. It also supports, remember, AutoCAD is not just one tool. Okay, AutoCAD is not just one tool that you can work on for drawings creation and all the things, but it is also supports the multiple disciplines. Let's say I am the person with architectural domain, architectural experience. I can work on the architecture type of AutoCAD. Similarly, if some other person works on the electrical part, he want to draft every electrical part of the building or particular floor plan, we can do that. That is also possible. So it supports a multiple disciplines, such as you can see here, maybe the architecture, mechanical, electrical, infrastructure, technical lots also will be there. Piping also will be there. Raster will be there, right? So it is not a single software. It is also having the multiple specialized tool sets. Okay, so this AutoCAD is often act as a supporting tool for all these things. For the legacy, whatever the legacy that drawing type of thing we are following to develop the shop drawings and specific detailing requirements. So we can go for the selected tool set. Okay, that is the first tool that supports the BIM workflow where we develop the 2D level of information, right? So apart from that, in extension to the previous slide, you can see the custom menus. Just for your idea, I'm taking here. Let's say you can see here something with respect to the electrical, something with respect to the architecture, something with respect to the duct kind of thing, right? So you can able to see all those specific libraries and commands. Okay, so if you just go to the Autodesk tab and if you search something like AutoCAD tool set, then you will be seeing all these sorry, 7, 8 tool sets are there. You will be seeing all these things, and it supports a digital model. Okay, so what is the importance of this thing is if you just introduce only the AutoCAD, which supports everything. So there will be some productivity issues or things will happen. Why? Because AutoCAD is a very big software. So everything we cannot insert into one tool, right? So this tool set will improve the productivity, the discipline wise, okay, industry wise. So this reduces the manual drafting and efforts, which will increase the accuracy of the drawings, right? So AutoCAD is one such software. We will develop the 2D models and 3D models, which is the first step of the BIM workflows, right? The next one, which is very important software nowadays, everybody treating this uh, like a hero product of the BIM, right? Revit. Okay, this Autodesk Revit is a core authoring tool where you can work with multiple disciplines like architecture, structure, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and so on in the single software. Okay, remember in the single software, you can work with multiple disciplines, right? So it is a comprehensive kind of software with supporting the multiple disciplines, like where you can take the help of the drawings that you have developed in the AutoCAD. Take the AutoCAD drawings to the Revit and then start developing the 3D models. Okay, you can go for the interior elevation, you can go for the structural connections, you can go for the rendering part, you can add the floors, elevation, sections. You can also extract the information from the model as well. Okay, so ultimately, this Autodesk Revit is an intelligent software which can generate everything in one environment. Okay, so you have to understand the key advantage of Revit is that when you make a change in the model, okay, generally, when you make a change in the model and then with respect to that, what let's say you are making changes in some, let's say the door element, something, okay, that will be affected in all the other drawings, all the schedules, all the quantities, right? So you no need to create it manually again and again like in AutoCAD. If we just want to erase something, let's say using the AutoCAD architecture, you are drawing a floor plans. That means if some you are drawing the floor plans and sections, elevations, everything. Let's say if you want to change something in the floor plan, obviously it has to change in the elevation and the sections also, right? Right, elevations and sections also. But to avoid that rework again and again in the multiple times, this Revit has that intelligent software which is designed in that way, is that if you make changes in one thing, let's say you are making changes in floor plans, then that will be automatically updated in the 3D view, you can sectional view, elevation view, and so on. Not only that, you can also extract the information from the models that you are creating. Let's say I want to extract the quantities of the particular floor. I can extract that quantities. I want to draw the separate elevations, and I can do it in the matter of seconds. Right? If I have to design the connection, yes, that is possible. Okay. This is a hero product to support the BIM process. It is a very comprehensive software. Okay. Nowadays, the most of the students from uh, who are passing out recently, or let's say 2 3 years experienced people, are thinking to learn this Revit software. Why? Because it is having lot of depth. Architecture part, structure part, mechanical part, electrical part, and plumbing part also. Okay, please make sure this is a very detailed tool. The next one I am just concentrating on is that uh, you can see in the small pictures, you'll be able to see the architecture part, structure part, the floor plans, elevations, and MEP part also. So this is allowing us formatting the documents in all the way. Okay. So you can generate the VOQs in real time. We can also filter whatever the information that you want from the particular 3D model. And another advantage here is that you can also connect this Revit software to the cloud platform that is called Autodesk Construction Cloud. So that also I'll talking about in a while, right? So here it is my bad. Instead of mentioning the BOQ, I have mentioned BOM. Okay, so it is my bad. Very sorry for that. And the next advantage of this using the Revit is you can work with a multiple people. Let's say I am the structure person, somebody is a architecture person. They can collaboratively work. It is having that multi-user collaboration option, right? So we can work accordingly. Let's say I am the same 3D model. I am placing my architectural elements. Somebody is placing their structural elements. Somebody is placing their MEP elements. Right. So the multiple persons can work on the same Revit model. So that this software is having that capability. So that all the data that is assigned to the elements or the 3D digital elements, okay, we can organize and manage this large amount of project information efficiently. Let's say I have 10 GB of digital model. Just imagine the 10 GB of digital model, how much information it can have. So I can manage that entire information using this Revit. Okay. So that is from the Revit modeling point of view. So the next one will be the cloud rendering. Generally, it is having the integration with the rendering softwares also, so that you can deliver the high quality rendering images. You might be seeing in the Instagram, or you might be seeing in the LinkedIn, or some kind of animation videos. Those are the rendered videos. That means this rendering process allow us to produce a high quality visualizations, right? High quality visualization without relying on the powerful local hardware. So there is a process that is called Autodesk Cloud Rendering. It is connecting to the cloud so that it will have the specific hardware requirements, but generally it is having that capability to render the multiple ways at the same time. Like, okay, so that is possible in the Revit. So you can see the results that are there in the screenshot. These are rendered using the cloud, right? So the next one, uh, the next level of the Revit practice is that Autodesk Dynamo. That means, let's say, let me just go back to the basics that I have explained 2 slides back. So using the Revit, we can we can design the entire digital model, right? Let's say I have a 20 floors of building, and I need to place around 150 or 200 doors. Right, complete irrespective of the level, I need to place the same door at a 150 or 200 times in the entire building, so that there is a possibility of this automation. That means you can write a script, the like a program kind of thing. You can write it and place this door at a particular place at a time. Okay. So this Dynamo is such kind of a programming tool that is extending the Revit capabilities, not only designing manually using the features of the Revit. It also allow us to program it with a visual tools, visual nodes we call it as, so that it allow us to automate all the repetitive tasks. Let's say I want to create the 100 floor plans from the 50-story building, right? So what I will do, I'll just write a program code, and then it will give us just 100 floor plans in a just a matter of seconds, so that you can automate these things. Okay, not only generating the drawings, you can also extract the information efficiently. So the main advantage of this is minimum coding required. Minimum coding knowledge is required. Basic knowledge of coding is required. That's it. Not like you should be like a pro at a kind of thing. It is not required, so that we can access all the designers and engineers. So for them, generally civil engineers having a very basic level of coding skills, right? So that is more than enough to automate all these works from the Revit, so that you can do all the kind of operations like you do with the manual features of the Revit. Okay, so that is Autodesk Revit, which is also again one of the important additions of the Revit. Okay, you can see in the pictures here, these are very complex to create using the manual features of the Revit, right? So we can customize this in the program code and just apply it in the digital model, so that it will create automatically, and then you can have that visualization properly, right? Yeah, that is with another advantage of Revit. The next one nowadays, like apart from talking about the software professionals who are practicing the generative AI, generative kind of design, all these things, it is possible to work on the generative design of Revit. Generative design generally means, let's say, for example, I can tell you in this way, there is office space, right? So there is around, let's say, 3,000 square feet office space is there. So I need to accommodate, let's say, 50 chairs and 10 tables. Okay, 50 chairs and 10 tables I need to accommodate in a particular 3,000 SFT area. So how many you can design in one time? Let's say I am giving this idea to you. How many arrangements you can do? How many designs can think of it? Like, oh, in this way we can arrange these many things, right? Generally, maximum we can work on one or two or three maximum, right? But this Autodesk Revit generative option will allow us to explore multiple design requirements you give. Okay, you can have the wide range of these options, so that you'll be having more options to select which one is suitable to the working space. I have taken the same example from the screenshots. Okay, so that you could select what is the alternative that is very much suitable to the office workspace to accommodate all the employees, right? Advantage here is that this generative design option in the Revit has come from 2021 version. Okay, so this will generate the optimized solution, not just like a regular kind of ideas. It will give us all the data that is having with a 3D model, and what is your requirement of arranging the chairs and tables. Then it will take that details and it will give you all the optimized solutions. Okay, and these optimized solutions are based on the data that is available with a 3D model. You can see here there is a small animation is just floating around on the screen. You can see there is arrangement of all these things. Okay, it can create the thousands of design options to meet the complex goals. Right, you can see each line is having a definite purpose here. Okay, so this generative design option allow us to explore hundreds of options. You can also compare with respect to what it is the best option, right? So that is another advantage of Revit, so that you can do everything with a Revit with respect to the digital model creation, right? Don't think that digital model creation itself is a BIM. Okay, I'll be taking you to the what are the other options, other workflows of the BIM that we need to follow, right? So I think this is the last one in the Revit part that I'm talking about today. I have discussed very few parts due to the time limitation here. So the next one here is that content catalog. So generally, this content catalog ensures that everyone in the project uses a standardized data. That means, let's say I want to place a column of a specific size, a door of specific size, a window of specific size, a duct of a specific quality, specific thickness, right? So it is having a different and variety of uh, sizes, right? Right. So you can have this content catalog with respect to the country wise. Let's say Indian content is different, US content is different, and other Chinese content is different. So this Autodesk is offering to control all this data that is available with a content catalog. So you can install that content catalog in the Revit, then use that particular model elements, so that you will have this proper handling of the data. So this will avoid the duplicating of the existing one. So this is little difficult to understand what is the content. Generally, uh, I use I okay, I section, the rolled section, I section scenario, that specifications are different, right? So one specification will not be used in the US design. The same in the UK. No. Okay, there is a country wise, there are some standards are there. Okay, so this Autodesk is having that capability to use the local data using this content catalog option, right? So next one, the Autodesk Insight, that means generally to support the sustainability. Nowadays, everybody is talking about the sustainability. What is sustainability? If we take the high-rise level projects and all, they need sustainable information with respect to the energy, with respect to the performance of the building, right? So let's Autodesk Insight allow us to have this energy performance. In this is in the design stage only. Okay, first one is a planning, then second one is a design. So in the design stage itself, we design all these sustainability things: how much energy it should consume, how much lighting energy it should take, how much footprint of the carbon it should emit. All these things we have this understanding in the digital model itself, so that this energy performance and the carbon impact directly from the BIM model only. Okay, BIM model means the 3D model, so that we can evaluate all the carbon emissions and operational carbon emissions and so on, and compare the different designs. That means I have one building here and another building here. So one building is having more carbon emissions and the second building is having less carbon emissions. Which one will you choose? Obviously, the building which is emitting the less carbon emissions, right? So this we can have the comparison, which is having more, which is having high. So this comparison studies we can perform in the inside option of the Revit. You see the EC3 there, leveraging the EC3 database. That means carbon emissions database that you can maintain with respect to the embodied carbon, right? So there are, apart from this embodied carbon, you can also have the analysis of the lighting, daylighting. You can see in the top right, the second picture there, there is some kind of red color kind of shadows are coming, right? Yellow, red color shadows are there. That means, let's say when the sun is rising from the east side, okay, let's say there I need the building lighting should be, let's say for example in a day, let's say 4 to 5 hours, the standard data. Okay, standard lighting available in the building is 4 to 5, but I want it to be 6 to 7 hours. That is my requirement. So using this insight option, we can have this study here. So what is the orientation of the building that I can adjust so that the lighting will be for say 6 to 7 hours, right? Similar way, you can perform the solar analysis, you can perform the wind analysis, you can perform the heating analysis, cooling analysis, everything. So this entire data supports the sustainability, right? So this will be helpful throughout the project life cycle, throughout the building life cycle. Getting? So this we can do from the Revit, right?
Sir, sorry
So
for the interruption.
yeah,
Hello.
please.
Yes, sir, sorry for
Mm.
the interruption. I have a few things to share and discuss with the students. Only 2 minutes, okay?
Yeah, please. I can see. Yeah, I can see your screen. There is some BIM badge
Yeah,
too.
okay, sir. Yeah.
Please.
So everyone in Bhavnam's Mastering Building BIM Batch 2 live sessions are ongoing in the Bhavnams. So actually it was started before 1 month. So in this BIM Batch 2, we are covering more than 10 tools. Those are AutoCAD for the 2D and in for the 3D. We covering the courses are Autodesk Revit Architecture, Structure and MVP. And for the 4D, we are covering the course Bluebeam and the Synchro 4D. And for the 5D, we are going with the Navis work on the R6 Primavera P6 and also Dynamic and the Autodesk Construction Cloud. So you can enroll for this course by okay. So you can okay, you can enroll for this course. If you open this Bhavana map, this is the homepage of the Bhavana map. You can download our application to the Play Store or Google Store. So this is the store page of the Bhavanam C2C. So if you go to the store page, you can scroll store page. So scroll down here, you can see the BIM batch 2. See here, you will see the Mastering Building Information Modeling BIM Batch 2 live sessions. So click on the Get Course. So this is the content and the overview of the course. The content included in the BIM Batch 2 live sessions. If you enroll for this question, you will get the 3H access for the video recorded sessions and as well as you also got the ISO certification after the completion of the course, and you will daily get the job updates in the job group, and also we also providing the daily quizzes in the Burnham app. And if you scroll down, you will see the contents included in the BIM batch 2. Okay, so this is the content and the soft tools we are providing the BIM batch 2. Those are Autodesk, AutoCAD, Revit Architecture, Revit Structure, MEP, Bluebeam, Synchro 4D, Naviswork, Primavera P6, Green Building, Dynamo, and the Construction Cloud. So if you want to see the demo video, we also providing the demo video here. You can watch demo video and you can enroll. After that, the instructors, okay, so the instructors dealing with the courses and delivering the uh, delivering the content are they are experts in 10 plus experience and yeah, okay, so these are the instructors are working in teaching the BIM batch 2. So okay, so if you scroll down, you can see the payment process. If you if you click on proceed to pay, if you want to enroll, use the coupon. We will provide some offer for you guys because of the one tool is already completed, that is the AutoCAD, right? So currently Revit architecture is ongoing. For the purpose, we are reducing the cost and providing for you for the 12,000 only. If you use the coupon code BIM 50, so we can offer you the discount for the we can provide the course for the 12,000 only. So again, note the coupon code, that is a BIM 50. Okay, so you can by clicking on apply coupon, you can apply the coupon, that is a BIM 50. Okay, so if anyone want to enroll for this course, please contact our team. We will help you to enroll for this course. Thank you, sir. You can continue.
Sir, my name is Sai Kiran.
Yeah, please.
Sir, I am
Yes,
completed
I.
BTech. Hello.
Yeah, please tell me. I can hear your voice.
I'm graduation from BTech Civil Engineering, sir.
Okay.
After that, I work in site engineer 1 year.
Mm.
After
Okay.
after I have an 8 years career gap, sir. Present, I am
Okay.
suitable for pin code, sir.
Of course, you are very much suitable. See,
Yeah.
you don't think that BIM is a separate discipline of what you are doing it now. Okay. Okay.
Sir?
So we will discuss all these doubts once this presentation is completed. It will not take more than 15 minutes as of now. 10-15 minutes, I'll wind up this presentation. After that, you'll be able to see all your doubts. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So as of now, we have discussed everything with respect to the capabilities of the Revit, right? So there is one another beautiful option I'll show you in the video format. What the rendering part. Okay. So this Autodesk is having a twin motion option also, where you can render the videos and you can simulate the videos, everything. Just have a look at this video, then you will be having the clear understanding of what is the capability of this Revit with respect to rendering part. Generally, rendering means you can see the here. You can see this is a building here, rendered building. You can easily simulate, like you can see all the shadows, change the time, and also you can see sun intensity and sun size also you can customize, right? So this literally can do everything in the pen motion. That is having the integration with the Revit software. Okay, so that is advantage. So if you have all these things ready before the construction starts, always it will be more helpful in the construction process of the building, right? So the spin motion is one of it. Okay. So, so far we discussed about the Revit only maximum. But the thing is that once the digital model we have, okay, I have developed my digital model, 3D model, right? So I need to use the others discipline model, let's say architecture model and structure model together. I want to test. That means here you can carry out all the discipline collaboration here. Let's say, for example, I have just now I mentioned architecture and structure or MEP, all the other models. You can merge together in this software called Autodesk Navisworks, where you can carry out all the multidisciplinary project review. That means this Navisworks generally used for the model aggregation. Model aggregation means, like I said, we will merge all the models together, right? All the structure model, Revit model, mechanical model, electrical model, plumbing model, everything. So that we will check for the coordination. Let's say I am checking for the architecture and structure, basically, right? If any architectural element is crossing the structural element, which is going beyond the design, beyond the scope of the design, definitely there is an issue here. So those kind of issues, those kind of multidiscipline issues, we can find out in the Navisworks. So that's the reason we call it as a coordination. Okay, the coordination. So here in this coordination, it will identify the clashes between the disciplines. Okay, discipline models. Okay, structure, MEP, and so on. So that we can simulate this construction process easily. So, so simulation, I'll show you in the next slide what is simulation means. So generally, this simulation supports the 4D model or the timeline model of the length, breadth, and height information we have, and other 4D information, 3D information we have. What if you add time to this model? That is called 4D. 4D means fourth dimension is the time. So that if you add the timeline to this model, it supports in the better way, like with respect to planning of the activities on the site, come with respect to communication during the construction, all these things. If you add the cost to the 4D model, that means 3D model with the time and cost. That is called 5D model, right? So in the next slide, you will be having this simulation kind of thing. We can see what kind of advantage we have with the Autodesk Navisworks with respect to multidiscipline approach here. Okay, we can test all the disciplines clashes together in the software. You can see in this screenshot, the center one. So there are red colored dots are there. Those are the clash 1, 2, 3, and so on. And the right side, you can see one something is showing the green color and something is showing in the red color. Let's say the red color one is a beam, structural beam, and let's say this round color one is a pipe. So it should not go like that, right? So there is an issue with a pipe or the architect, or the beam. So we need to inform the particular design team that to adjust this height of this element so that it will not clash when the work is happening on the site. So we have to understand all these issues on the site before the before the work starts on the ground, right? So let me take you to a sample video here so that you will understand what is the simulation means. Okay, in this video, you will see the simulation of the building that I am going to construct. So this generally this model shows how different disciplines are coming together in a single coordinated environment. You see, I can see here architecture, structure, MEP, and so on. So that how the structure is getting built. Okay, this is adding detecting the clashes here with respect when the simulation is going on, when the video is going on, we can detect some of the clashes in the early stage itself. So by resolving those clashes before they reach the site, definitely it is going to save a lot of time and cost of the project, right? So that is the point where the Navies work will be very much useful, which is basically for the coordination purpose, right? So the next one, the communication purpose. Let's say communication means you have the 3D model ready, you have the coordinated model ready, and then how you communicate this information to the site people, right? So we have this CDE platform. CDE platform means uh, common data environment. So basically, Autodesk Docs is a common data environment platform, which is a cloud application. So which will arrange all the files to the site people. So you can store all the information of the document of the project. Let's say the digital Revit model or the Navisworks model or the PDFs or the AutoCAD drawings, everything that you can store in uh, the cloud, Autodesk Docs. So it will give us a secure and document storage and also controlled access. Controlled access means I can uh, use this information anywhere so that who are accessing this information will be having the latest information ready with them. So that this will be very helpful for the project approvals transmitters when you are dealing with the documents and monitoring all these issues, then this is the best solution for them. Let's say you might be facing the issues on the side that the HO team is having, head office team is having one type of documents for the design or for the construction part, and whatever the people working on the side having the different documents. So you might be having this miscommunication happening, right? So if the documents are on the cloud, and if the cloud is having access to everybody, obviously, then we will have the latest information with everyone, right? So that there will be a lot of improvement in the transparency and collaboration process of all the project teams, right? So that is Autodesk Docs, which is very suitable for the collaboration, right? So this pharma part, I'll skip it now. It is right. As of now, we have discussed how to draft the 2D designs and create sections, elevations, and so on with respect to AutoCAD. Similarly, while integrating that to the Revit, then how can we develop a 3D model? We just had idea about how the 3D model will be getting developed, right? Now, once a 3D model is ready, how can we have the clashes checking for the different discipline 3D models? Obviously, right? So we have the architecture, we have the structural, we have the MEP model. 3D, obviously, we see some clashes over there, right? So we can identify those clashes from the Navisworks software. Okay. So you see, all are integrated. So one is starting with the 2D, next is with the 3D using the Revit. So I can add this 2D information to the 3D model, 3D information to the 4D model, and then how can I communicate this complete information to the people who are working on the site and using the docs CD platform, common data environment platform. So to conclude this here, BIM is not just a modeling tool anymore. Okay, earlier there was a misconception that BIM is a software we have to learn, and we once it is learned, then everything is a perfect. No, it is not a tool anymore. Just say bye to that myth. So it is a construction process which is connected and integrated with the design, coordination, and delivery. Delivery means here you can use the docs as a delivery platform. Okay. How all the construction technical people, all the people are stay on the same information. That is with the CD platform, right? That comes under delivery. So when we used it correctly, so this BIM improves the efficiency and reduction of risk, obviously, and then also it will enable the better project outcomes. Okay, by doing all these things in the starting stage itself, obviously it is going to reduce lot of risk, right, and lot of cost as well. Okay, so you can see here the capabilities of Revit. You can see all these capabilities from the Revit software, architecture, structure, and MEP. If you see the architecture wise, you can see the design visualization. We just seen a video like in the video it was the night time, sun time, everything that the visualizations we have seen. We can do the energy analysis. You can do the design automation. You can add the generative designs. You can add the collaboration also. Collaboration means multiple persons can work on the same design, and you can also take out the quantities, and you can also have this life cycle analysis. Analysis means the carbon footprint, lighting analysis, and shadow analysis also we can do all these things, right? Similarly for the structure, same kind of things, same capabilities we can perform like in architecture and also MEP. You can see the model that is there with respect to mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, right? So this is the integrated workflow I can explain in this way. So starting with AutoCAD and then to the Revit and then to the Navisworks, then to the Autodesk Docs, right? So this is the overall integrated workflow here. So with that, I am concluding myself here. If you have any questions on, yes, you can just turn on your mic and speak. Yes, guys, if you have any kind of question, someone asking some kind of a question on their experience. Yes, no questions.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
As of now, you have told us about drafting softwares and documentation,
Yeah.
helpful softwares and all, right?
Yes,
Like
yes.
this planning softwares we will hear at the Primavera
Yeah, yeah.
or
That
this.
also will come. But as of now, I have restricted up to only the 3D part.
Okay, okay. Can I just know the software names, sir, at least in the next stages of planning? What are all softwares
Yeah,
can be involved
yeah,
in?
yeah. Generally, with respect to the planning kind of thing, after the digital model is ready, you can plan the activities. The conventional softwares are, MS Projects,
Mm.
V6, right?
Mm.
Right?
Mm.
All this Oracle software, right? Primavera,
Yeah.
V6, right? The next one, just generalized software here, which supports the BIM is that there is a software called
Okay.
Synchro. Okay. Synchro, where you can perform this 4D and 5D operations of the project also. 4D means when you add a time to this, then you'll be having all the simulation reports, like at
Mm.
what stage the work is going and what is the quantity, what is the cost of the project that is completed. All these analysis we can do using the Synchro, right?
Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for the information.
Generally, MS Project and this P6 are the conventional planning softwares.
Okay.
Right?
Sir.
But with in Synchro, we can go with a model-based planning, like how we see the Revit model. Using the Revit model or using a Synchro model, you can plan all the activities there in the Synchro,
Okay. So
which is very advanced software.
learning BIM in the sense that learning all these softwares at a time is called learning BIM, right? No, sir.
No, 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 no. No, I am just explaining what is the workflow followed by the BIM using
I
one
got.
set of tools.
I got
Right.
that, sir.
You need not to be learn all these tools. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever the step that you are taking, whatever the workflow that you are very experienced in, you can
Okay.
learn that and stick into that BIM workflow.
Okay, sir.
That
Got it.
is better.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks for the information.
Yeah. Other learners, any questions?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, please tell me.
Sir, I have 9 years career gap, sir. I am suitable for the BIM course, sir.
See, could you please
Hello.
explain, you have the gap or you have experience?
I'm completed BTech Civil Engineering graduation, sir. After that, I have 9 years career gap. I worked do my further another stream. I no work the side further not at all. Present, I have 9 years career gap. I'm learning the BIM course. I am suitable a placement or job sources.
Of course, you are very much suitable, but see how you are fulfilling this gap with your practice and all, that matters a lot. Okay, you can learn the tool at any time. You can learn the workflow at any time. There is no problem at all. But the only thing is that, so you need to take the steps accordingly. That matters a lot. Anybody can learn. Even I have learned this BIM process and all after having my experience in the conventional civil field of 7 years, 7, 8 years.
Thanks,
Yeah.
sir.
You can learn. There is no problem, and also that depends on your skills that you are practicing, that you are developing in the learning process. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other
One
questions,
more
guys? Yeah.
last short question, sir. As I earlier asked about the planning softwares, uh,
Mhm.
what about the design software, sir? I mean, analytical softwares like STAT Pro or ETABS. Can we do those kind of works in any of these softwares?
Of course, of course. You can design your building in the STAT Pro or ETABS, and you can bring it that design model into the Revit and work on it. Right. So there is a
Okay.
common format that we follow, the BIM format that is called IFC. Okay, Industry Foundation Class format. So you can save, and this Industry Foundation Class model can be integrated to any software, not
Okay,
only
sir.
Revit. Okay, so you can
Okay.
directly bring that design data into the Revit and start modeling the building. And then similarly, you can follow the same process.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
So just remember project
Mm,
lifecycle workflow. First one is a planning, where we do
mm,
every planning, all the activities using the multiple softwares.
mm.
Similarly, taking it to the design stage, where we design the 3D model, we design the structural elements, everything. Then once these two data, planning and design data is ready and accurate, and if we
Mm.
do all the model coordination and everything, all the issues are resolved, then we'll jump on to the construction part. For the
Okay.
construction, there are the different types of platforms are there to support the construction, like raising the RFIs, using the forms, meetings, correspondence, and also design collaboration. There are so many cloud platforms are there to support the construction activities using the software.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Next one. Any other doubts, guys? Yeah, no problem. If you have any doubts in further after after the session, just you can make a note of this information here. You can note down the number. You can note down the mail ID and other platform and all. So you can go them and reach out to the people. So they will able to solve all your doubts. Right? Yeah. So I think that's it from my side. Okay.
Sir, I have experience in CAD of 5 years. I am learning Revit in my free time. Will my
Okay.
experience useful to apply BIM job, sir? I'm
Of
in office. I can't talk right now, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, absolutely. You can apply all the, you are already in the BIM workflow. Okay, you are in the design stage now, right? So you are in the design stage. You can absolutely learn the BIM workflow. There is no problem at all. Okay, if you are expert in the design, obviously you can go with a software called Revit or the other modeling softwares, and you can also learn Navis work, all these things, so that you will be having the entire understanding of the workflow completely from planning, design, and like if you are involved in the construction part also, then you will be able to understand the construction workflow as well. Definitely, you can learn. There is no problem.
Thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right.
Yeah, okay. So thank you so much, sir, for sharing the knowledge and the experience. It is more helpful for the all of you, all of the professionals to build a career in the civil platform.
Yeah.
Thank you once again.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, team. Thank you so much for this time. So I'll be looking forward to the next stage.
Yeah,
Thank you so
sure, sir.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah.